A film about a CSRA man's efforts to push civil rights in both Georgia and South Carolina just hit the big screen. His son, Benny R. Mitchell III, wrote, produced, and directed a documentary that tells all. News Channel 6's Ashley Jones spoke with Mitchell about his father's legacy. Ashley?
Yes, Renetta. Now, you may have heard of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and even Rosa Parks, but the Reverend Benny Mitchell Jr. was a powerhouse that helped lead the civil rights movement from Savannah, Georgia. But what some may not know is that his legacy actually began in Edgefield, South Carolina.
Civil rights has been part of growing up here, that we couldn't go in the drugstore and sit down to eat.
Genovis Gallus Mitchell remembers his brother making an impact on the community of Edgefield at the age of 15.
He made it known that this is not right. And it's still, but it happened, and I think he took a stand toward that. But he was a young man then.
His brother says after finishing college, Reverend Mitchell continued his activism out in Savannah, Georgia, spending nearly 40 years of his life making a difference. Parts of those moments captured by his son, Benny R. Mitchell III, at just 12 years old.
The very film, during the opening credits, there's a shot of like Coretta Scott King and my father at the Capitol when they started to sign the holiday into existence. That was me, and you could tell by the elevated angle.
Mitchell calls the film a divine assignment. The documentary took more than a decade for him to put together, 2.5 of those years spent pulling together footage of his father's speaking engagements.
So I had to gather all of these things, which were already gathered. My father kept his own library.
Then he began writing his father's story, one that Mitchell felt was important for people to know.
It's important for other people to watch this, especially the youth, to see this, because they will be shoved with the same leaders. Not saying that, not taking anything away from it, but there were more than one leader that led the movement or led the direction or the people towards the movement. And just so happens MLK was the focused light on that. I wanted the younger generation to see it was more than just one person. The movement is more than just one person. The movement is more than one decade.
Mitchell says his father was instrumental to the civil rights movement out in Savannah, but his civil rights efforts were rooted in Edgefield.
When they integrated the pharmacy, they took their time leaving, and they said, hey, the country may have said that we integrated, but Edgefield has not, and we're not.
The documentary, It Is Well, can be found on Amazon. Now, Reverend Mitchell was most well known for his push to honor Martin Luther King through an observance day before it became a federal holiday. You can find more about his story as well as the scholarship fund that's been established in his honor on our website at WJBF.com. Renetta?
Looking forward to seeing that film. Thank you, Ashley. Coming up, the Braves hoping to